Hi, everyone. I'm your host, Matt Salem, and you've tuned in to another episode of Our Best Behavior, brought to you by Behaviorally. We are the global digital-first leader in providing data intelligence through our AI and tech-enabled product stack to help brands own the most valuable moment in marketing, the purchase transaction. We are Behaviorally, the transaction experts. Each episode, we share insights on trending topics within our industry and of interest to our customers. Today, we're joined by Sean McHugh, Insights Director here at Behaviorally, to discuss the transformative world of insights, exploring the cutting-edge technologies that are reshaping business landscapes. From enhancing customer experiences to streamlining operations and fueling growth, we'll discuss how these innovations are revolutionizing industries across the board. Sean, great to have you here. Thanks for joining me today.
Hello, sir. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. So glad we're finally doing this. We've been talking about it for a bit, and
Yeah,
the day is now here and upon us. So let's just start off with an intro for the audience, please. Tell them about yourself, about your career, and just a quick hello.
cool. Yeah, this is fun. I mean, you're doing a great job, by the way, on the pod. So thanks for having me. Sean McHugh, Director of Insights at Behaviorally. My career has really been all about understanding consumer behavior, helping brands make smarter decisions through data, various uses of different sorts of data types. But over the years, I've been fortunate enough to work with some amazing brands and organizations in the insight space, from traditional research to tech-driven platforms like Suzy, and now at Behaviorally, I lead research for top CPG and wellness brands, really diving deep into what drives consumer choices. And yeah, especially excited about how AI is shaking up the way we work, and it's an exciting time to be in the industry for sure. So thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, it's great to have you, and couldn't agree more in terms of how AI is sort of taking over, if you will. And,
Yeah,
that's been the subject matter at hand here for us on the podcast this season. And, we're talking kind of all things intertwined with AI. And that is where I wanted to kind of start the conversation with you.
hmm,
And perhaps best started with, what you're seeing here at Behaviorally. And then from there, maybe we can go into, how you kind of think about that in the context of your broader career. So
right.
let's start here. I mean, AI is definitely something that is large and in charge across marketing research these days, but certainly here at Behaviorally. And I like to
Yeah,
think that we're trailblazers in the way we're using predictive AI in particular. We have some unique tools. We have GLADYS. We have Pack.AI. Give me some of your thoughts around AI powered tools generally, but then also how you're hearing clients speak to them, and what you're seeing across the board with business needs from clients and how they're using AI.
yeah. Yeah, I think AI is a total game changer for us in particular at Behaviorally. Tools like you mentioned, Pack.AI, even GLADYS, which I know you've talked about with our qualitative team. But overall, they just let us work smarter and faster, obviously. So Pack.AI, for example, really helps us test packaging in like in a virtual environment. So instead of spending weeks in a lab or in field, we can tell a client almost immediately whether their design is grabbing attention or drives purchasing. Or, typically we're using these tools earlier on in the pack design life cycle, and it just really helps to speed things up and get actionable learnings very quickly. And then for GLADYS, I mean, it's another powerhouse. It's processing, some somewhat messy, unstructured data like consumer comments or, survey open ends, and we could pull out really big themes, and it saves us, hours of manual work and, servicing insights to what we might have missed. So personally, I'm using these tools all the time, helping clients pivot really quickly. And it isn't that AI is replacing us; it's just really giving us like superpowers to focus on the more strategic stuff. Like with Pack AI, again, we've been able to help clients optimize their packaging without the lengthy interactions. And I've seen how these tools allow us to go from question and hypotheses to actionable insight in a fraction of the time, just making it super easy to help brands just stay agile in a fast moving market. Um, so yeah, it's definitely essential how we keep pace with the evolving business needs for our clients while ensuring that uh, our clients are remaining competitive as well.
Mm, mm. And thinking about clients, and also thinking about the comment you made around, using it as an earlier research tool, and then
Yeah,
combining that too with just the speed. And speed on one level means the ability to provide clients results for specific asks, but on another level, it's the entirety of a research timeline and all that goes into it, not
Yeah.
just the piece that necessarily behaviorally is involved with, right? um,
Yeah.
what are you hearing from clients in terms of, are they on the same page in terms of their overarching view on when to use AI, when to use more specifically a tool like, let's say, Pack.AI? Are they more interested in kind of screening? Are they more interested in earlier stage? And how is that impacting speed for them?
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to speed, it's definitely something that we're using throughout the life cycle of a pack design and a project. But more often than not, it's kind of earlier on. For some of my clients who get um, a ton of designs, upwards of a dozen or more, when it comes to specific products and hero SKUs that they think are going to do well or they need a refresh. And it's at that point where we can really dig into the tool instead of doing like a 12 cell monadic online pack flash that we offer. We could, really narrow that down and see what's actually working on the attributes that we know are successful or that drive success and transactions for the brand. So it's just, it saves you time and a significant amount of budget back into the client's pocket doing that up front, as opposed to spending more money than you actually need to, and getting results really quickly and moving along the process. Doing Pack AI earlier on is always seems to be helping clients more so than any other stage.
Mm-hmm. And in thinking about client reactions, if you will, and not even necessarily to Pack AI, but just more broadly
Yeah,
speaking, the incorporation of AI into our day to day functions.
yeah.
Are you getting a sense at this point in time that it's becoming more accepted, more of a safe feeling around it, I guess I would say, because we've been talking about this for quite a while here on the show,
Mm,
and I definitely have seen differing thoughts from folks around comfort level, around how ready their business is to use it at all, and then perhaps more in tune with now how often they're using it, not if it's at all or not.
yeah.
What are you seeing in terms of comfort level, in terms of clients speaking about, hey, yeah, I'm truly interested in this, or is it more, hey, I was told that I have to investigate this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's still a little bit of both. I think there's still a lot of education that we need to do as an industry for our clients and collectively together, kind of hold each other's hands to make sure that we're all educating each other to know what does what and how they can actually use it. So even if you have one conversation, sometimes it's multiple to say, you know, we have our own nomenclature and vocabulary that we're so
Mm-hmm.
used to because we live and breathe Pack and we live and breathe AI tools every single day. But for some marketers, for example, like some departments within our clients who are not as, close to it, they're really thinking about consumers and ratings and POS data sets. There's so many tools that they're using, but using AI in particular, I think it's getting, people want to find solutions that are actionable. And that's where it's really exciting at Behaviorally, where we know that they are, and it's just a matter of making sure that they understand how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, no, certainly, and that makes sense to me. And as you say, knowing how to use it,
yeah,
there's this idea of how to use it in terms of the best ways to incorporate those results into the broader learning plan,
right.
etc. But where my mind started to go, and another piece that I wanted to touch upon with you, is self-service use versus full-service agency provision of AI tools. And
Mm,
here we obviously just had our Decision Precision event where we started to showcase the SaaS tool that's launching, where clients can now, on their own,
yeah.
look at very quick, hey, upload a design, press a button, boom, you have results and predictions.
Hmm.
And I know you have familiarity, of course, with our tools, but also in your prior experiences,
Hmm.
clients using self serve tools. So, how do you think SaaS will continue to revolutionize how clients interact with insights and incorporate AI?
Yeah. I think, Behaviorally's upcoming self-serve SaaS platform, it's a real milestone for the industry and our clients. It's going to allow clients to, like you said, generate results in real time, predict with confidence, create scorecards independently. And I think the beauty of this system is that it doesn't just, empower clients to work faster. It's also about the flexibility that we're giving them so clients can manage projects on their timeline while knowing that they could also tap into our team's expertise with a single click, which is, you know, critical. Like we're talking about the balance of using AI, but also making sure that humans are connected to it, right? So,
For sure.
coming from a background in SaaS within the research industry at Suzy, I've seen how these platforms can transform workflows. So, for example, a marketing manager under pressure needs to make a quick decision about a new product launch. They can use a SaaS platform to analyze those outcomes instantly, but they don't have to lose that safety net also of like tapping into our team, that we're always there to provide those deeper insights and provide context, which is critical. So this kind of hybrid solution is kind of redefining the relationship between speed and quality. So I think it's the future is very exciting.
Hmm. You mentioned, a marketing manager coming in and trying to, get a quick answer, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard in the past from your experiences, insights folks ever concerned that there's a bit, maybe let's call it, of undesirable crossing over between marketing and insights, and kind of the healthy division that may exist between, not in terms of, hey, we don't collaborate and work together, of course, that's a must, but what I do mean
Yeah.
is insights owning the research usually, right? And then
Right.
making sure that they have a story that is cohesive, that has been vetted, et cetera, and then
Right.
working with the marketing team around that. And of course, maybe doubling back with partners for any further digs, updates, et cetera. But point being, in your past, in those situations, have you ever heard of concern from an insights partner, or are they happy that somebody on the marketing team, as needed, if needed, can also take a quick look for themselves? Because it doesn't have to be done in isolation either. The person
Right.
in marketing could use the SaaS tool, and then the insights person can also use it in the same fashion, just to
Right.
ensure that it's being interpreted correctly. So,
Right.
you know, do, have you ever encountered any thoughts there?
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely depends on like certain organizations' culture and how certain teams work within their organizations, right? But I think the healthiest, from what I've seen, the healthiest teams are holding hands as much as possible with less silos. Where
Mm-hmm.
if you do have a SaaS platform and I, Sean McHugh, have credentials on the insights team, and Matt Salem on the marketing team also has credentials, and we can talk to each other through our own platform, save certain insights down, and point to those things directly, it removes a lot of bottlenecks, makes us move even faster, collaborating through tools that agencies like Behaviorally can offer. So the more that we can create more collaboration between our tools and teams within our clients, the better, just to get to market faster and get to leadership faster with what we need to do immediately.
That's great.
Yeah.
And agreed. I mean, the more we can talk with one another, the better,
Yeah.
generally.
Yeah.
Across the business, cross functions, marketing and insights on the client side, but any cross functions. I mean, I think that just makes a lot of sense.
Totally.
You mentioned speed a few times. You mentioned quality. There's always been the trifecta of faster, cheaper, better. Pick two of three. I think now we're in a day and age where all three are expected from our clients. Where do you see the future going in terms of being faster, being cheaper, being better, and also leveraging AI along with human insights, which you've also mentioned, which is critical?
Yeah.
What do you see as kind of the future of research? Is it going to be much more AI driven from a data collection or a data interpretation standpoint, or both, and much more consultative, perhaps even more so than today?
Right.
Where do you see things going?
Yeah, I think, I mean, thanks to advancements with I mean, we have to acknowledge AI's power. Like I mentioned, it gives us superpowers in some cases. And what used to take weeks can now be achieved in days or even hours. So this acceleration just means brands, companies can respond to the market dynamics in real time. So I
Mm,
think we'd all be kind of fools if we weren't using AI to unlock its potential. And but we need to make sure it's working alongside, like you mentioned, the human element and the expertise. While AI is excelling at pattern recognition at scale, like we need to make sure the human brains are still bringing that creativity and empathy, that strategic foresight, this connection that we can ensure those insights are not only accurate, but what the meaning is behind those. So
mm,
I guess I envision a future where insights are accessible to anyone, anywhere, in a self-serve format across teams, with AI automating kind of the heavy lifting, and then human intelligence ensuring that the insights are actionable, nuanced, so that there's this balance allowing companies to predict outcomes with unprecedented confidence, and truly innovate at scale,
mm,
right?
mm. Yeah, well said. Well said. Well, I do appreciate you coming on today for a quick convo with me, Sean. I appreciate your kudos to the podcast in the beginning.
Yeah.
You're a good dude, and I don't just say that because of the kudos in the beginning. I say it because you would be willing to sit at the bar and drink a Guinness and a shot of Jameson with me. Hopefully, we'll get to do that again sometime soon. But no, jokes aside, I really appreciate you coming on. You're just a good person, and glad that we get to partner here at Behaviorally, and really appreciate you taking time to provide some of your thoughts and insights around AI today. And yeah, just thanks again. Thanks to our guests. Excuse me, our audience. I think I've done that once before. Our producer extraordinaire Matt would be able to confirm that. But thanks to our guests for tuning in to Our Best Behavior, brought to you by Behaviorally. Sean, your time. Be sure to check out other episodes of Our Best Behavior. You can find them on our website. You can find them out in SoundCloud. You can find them pretty much in different places if you just Google Our Best Behavior Behaviorally. You can even watch it on YouTube. So thanks, everyone, and we'll catch you again next time.